Hey guys, it's Caitlin, and today I'm going to be filming a video going over my Women's World Cup experience and the things we did, games we saw, and just my overall opinion on the entire trip and tournament. So I'm going to get started going into the video, and I'm going to start by telling you guys what I did every day. The 26th was our last day in Ottawa, and we slept in a little bit, and then me and my dad ended up going towards the stadium, and we were originally going to see a movie, but we saw a lot of fans kind of hanging out around the restaurant that we wanted to go to watch the Germany and France game before the US game. So we kind of ended up ditching our plans, and we went straight to lunch, and we basically hung out in that restaurant for I think 3 hours before the Germany and France game started, but it was a really good decision because once that game started, that place got really packed. So we basically just hung out there until the game, and then we watched the Germany and France game, which is another really good game. It was being played in Montreal, but it was a really close game the entire time. The Germans ended up winning, and that was good because, like I said, they were one of the teams that I was rooting for in the tournament. So that was really good. The atmosphere inside the restaurant was just really crazy, and like everyone was into it and everyone was watching, and it was a really good atmosphere. And then right after that, we went into the stadium for the US versus China game. Again, that was a good game. It wasn't as close as the Germany-France game, but the crowd was very like pro-US, and it was just a really good atmosphere for watching the game, and everyone was into it, everyone was excited, and it was a really good game overall, and it was a really good way to end the tournament, and then, or not to end the tournament, but to end the Ottawa portion of our trip, and then the next day we headed back to California. So, the final. This trip, we actually, we went back home before we went up for the final. So that's why this is day 13, because it was day 13 of the entire trip, but the trip wasn't, like, consecutive. So this is just day 13. But on July 3rd, we flew into Seattle and then basically just spent the day kind of walking around Seattle, doing typical sightseeing things. We went towards Pike's Place Market, and we got, like, clam chowder for lunch, took some pictures, did sightseeing, and basically just walked around the city the whole day, and that was it. Now, July 4th itself was actually a really busy day. Looking back on it, I didn't actually think we did as much stuff as we actually did end up doing on this day, but we did. So, on July 4th, we woke up around 6 o'clock, and we took the train from Seattle into Vancouver, and there was a lot of people on that train, like, going to the final. So we took the train into Vancouver, and then when we got to Vancouver, we went to our hotel, dropped off our stuff, and then went into, again, I don't know if it's downtown Vancouver or not, but we went kind of, like, towards the water, and we basically walked around all over there, and then we went to the Fox TV set. I have a picture of this. Where is it? This is great. I don't know where the picture is. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Okay. So we went to the Fox soccer set where they were filming for the tournament, and just took some pictures. I think we had gotten there right after, I think it was right after the filming had ended for that day. So, actually, before we went there, we went to the Vancouver Fan Fest, and we ended up watching the third place match between Germany and England. So, we watched that match at the Fan Fest, and then we went to the water side, and we took a picture, of the Fox soccer set, and we got in there, I think, about 30 minutes after they had wrapped up filming for the day, but, oh well. So we went down there, we walked around for maybe 2 hours. We got dinner down there by the water, and then we walked about a mile, and we actually gotten tickets to the U.S. Soccer Fan HQ, so like fan headquarters, which is basically just a big party the night before a game, if you haven't ever heard of that before. So we actually got tickets for that. So we went to that that night, and we were there for about 3 or 4 hours, and it was a really cool experience. There was just all the music, and everyone was so into it, and obviously the players' families were there. My sister and I actually got to meet the 3 people from Soccer Girl Problems, who are basically just like 3 people on YouTube who make a lot of relatable videos for soccer players and stuff like that. And if you haven't heard of them, you should probably go check out their videos because they're really funny. But anyways, we got to meet them, and then that night was just crazy. There was a lot of stuff going on, and it really pumped you up for the game the next day, and it really got you excited for the game. And it was especially cool because it was the 4th of July, so you basically had all the Americans that were in Canada were basically in one place, and we were just basically having a giant 4th of July party is what you could call it, and it was just a lot of fun and a really cool experience.